we're going on an adventure to solve the amazing mystery of why ice floats. So go grab your detective hats, because we're about to crack the case. Okay, so check this out. On one side, we've got a coin. If you drop a coin in water, what happens? Yup, it sinks, right? Right to the bottom. But then, look over here. It's an ice cube, just chilling on top of the water, floating like it's no big deal. But wait a minute, isn't ice just solid water? How is that even possible? It's just so strange.
Exactly. You're already thinking like a scientist. Most of the time, solid stuff is supposed to be heavier, right? It's supposed to sink. So why is water such a total rule breaker? What is its secret? Well, that's what we're here to find out. Come on, detectives, the mystery is afoot.
Okay, every good detective needs clues, and our first big clue is a secret science word. Are you ready for it? Lean in close. It's density. Whoa, that sounds like a big grown-up word, doesn't it? Don't worry, I promise it's actually super simple. You're gonna get it in like 2 seconds.
So, what is density? Well, it's just a fancy word for how packed in something is. Yeah, that's it. It's all about how much stuff you can squish and cram into a certain amount of space. That's all density is. Let's imagine you're at a dance party, okay? If the dance floor is totally packed and everyone is shoulder to shoulder and you can barely move, well, that's more dense. It's crowded. But what if the party is just getting started and you've got tons of room to spin around and do your best robot dance? That's less dense. See? Easy peasy. You're practically a density genius already.
Okay, let's look at our chart for another clue. See that big tall bar for the rock? Whoa, that means it is super, super dense, very packed in. Then you've got water kind of hanging out in the middle. But look at the bar for ice. It's the shortest one. What does that mean? It means ice is less dense, less packed in than water. What? My mind is officially blown. That's a huge clue right there.
Okay, get ready for your first big whoa moment of the day. For pretty much everything else in the universe, when you freeze it, it gets more dense. It packs in tighter. But water? No, water is special. It's a total weirdo and it does the exact opposite. Is that not the wildest thing you've ever heard? So we figured out that ice is less packed in. But that just leads to a bigger question. Why? To find the answer, we have to shrink down. I'm talking tiny. So tiny we can see the little bits that make up water itself. Let's go. Zoom! And here it is. Say hello to the star of our show, the amazing water molecule. It kind of looks like a Mickey Mouse head, right? You've got one big oxygen part and 2 smaller hydrogen parts. And let me tell you, when it's in liquid water, this little guy is full of energy. It's just buzzing. We're gonna call it wiggle power. It's got a ton of it. So, with all that wiggle power, you can imagine that in a glass of water, all these molecules are like a huge crowd of slippery, slidey dancers. They're all close to each other, but they're not stuck. They're just zipping around, bumping into each other, sliding past one another. Just a big, jumbled, wiggling dance party. Okay, detectives, time for you to help me out. It's prediction time. So what do you think happens when the water starts to get colder? Do our little dancing molecules speed up, or do they slow down? Point to the screen. What's your guess? Did you point to slow down? If you did, you are an amazing science detective. You got it. As the water gets colder, those molecules start to lose their wiggle power. They get sleepy. They slow down. And as they slow down, they start looking around for a partner to link up with. And check this out. They have a secret, super special handshake they use to connect. It has a cool science name. It's called a hydrogen bond. And believe me, this isn't just any old handshake. It's really strong, and it forces them to connect in a very, very specific way. This, my friends, is a game-changing clue. Okay, detectives, this is the moment we've been waiting for. We've got all our clues, we know about density, that packed-inness, we know about wiggle power, and we've just discovered the secret hydrogen bond handshake. It is time to put it all together and finally solve the great mystery of the Big Freeze. You know that game, Freeze Dance? It's exactly like that. When the water is warm, the music is on, and the molecules are dancing and wiggling like crazy. Then the temperature drops, the music gets slower, and they start to slow down and grab a partner's hand. And then, at freezing point, freeze! Everybody stops. But just look at the pattern they're frozen in. And here it is, the big secret. That special handshake, the hydrogen bond, it doesn't let them squish together.
Instead, it forces them to lock into this beautiful, wide-open pattern. It's kind of like they're holding hands, but with their arms stretched way out, leaving all this empty space in between them. It's a really organized shape that scientists call a crystal lattice. Cool, right? Okay, here's another whoa moment for you. Because of all that extra empty space, when water freezes, it actually expands. It gets bigger. It takes about 9% more room as ice than it did as water. Have you ever put a plastic water bottle in the freezer and it came out all bulging and puffy? Or maybe it even cracked? That's why. The ice inside literally needed more room. And this whole thing isn't just a cool party trick for your drink. It is so important for our entire planet. Think about it. Because ice floats, it forms this thick, protective blanket on top of lakes and rivers and even oceans in the winter. And that ice blanket acts like a cozy coat, keeping the water underneath from getting too cold. So all the fish and the frogs and all the other amazing creatures living down there can survive the winter. Floating ice is literally a lifesaver. How amazing is that? So there you have it, mystery solved. Ice floats because that special frozen pattern with all its empty spaces makes it less dense, less packed in than liquid water. You guys are officially density experts. So who's ready to be a density detective in your own kitchen? Okay, for this one, you're gonna need a grown-up to be your lab assistant. Try this. Take an egg and gently place it in a glass of regular tap water. What happens? It sinks, right? Okay, now take the egg out and here's the fun part. Add a lot of salt to the water. I mean a lot. Stir it all up. You're making the water more dense. You're packing more stuff into it. Now, put the egg back in. Abracadabra, it floats. You're not just a detective, you're a density magician. But hey, don't stop with just an egg. Look around your house. What else could you test? Maybe a grape? A crayon? What about a little toy car? Get curious, do some experiments, with your grown-ups' permission, of course, and then come back here and tell us all about your amazing discoveries in the comments below. Wow, what an adventure that was. Okay, let's lock in what we learned. Super quick recap. Ready? Number 1, ice floats because it is less dense than water. Number 2, when water freezes, those little molecules link up in a special, spread-out pattern. And number 3, that pattern creates empty spaces, making ice way lighter so it can float. You got it! Okay, I've got one last brain tickler for you, a wonder question to keep your detective gears turning. We just saw how adding salt makes water more dense, right? It made the egg float. So think about a giant iceberg out in the ocean. The ocean is full of salt, so it's super dense water. Do you think that iceberg would float higher up out of the water, or would it sink a little lower compared to floating in a freshwater lake? Now that is a great question to think about. You guys were absolutely fantastic science detectives today. Seriously, you helped crack a huge mystery. Thank you so much for exploring with me. Make sure you subscribe so you can join us on our next big science adventure. And remember, the most important thing is to always keep asking questions and stay curious. See you next time.
Hey, explorers! If you enjoyed this guide, remember to like, share, and subscribe for more adventures.